Your thirsty for revenge over the past led to the deaths of your friends. Now you are stranded on a hostile planet with your last remaining friends, vowing to make amends and save him. This is the story of Captain Grayson Hunt. It all begins on a ship alongside his squads, the former Dead Echo, consisting of Grayson Hunt, Rel Julian, with Oliver, known as Doc, and Ishisato. General Sarano's ship, the Ulysses, is attempting to communicate, but Grayson, drunk, orders them to fire on the ship, seeking revenge against the general. Both ships crash and Ishii is seriously injured. In a flashback, we see Gray and his squad Dead Echo on a government mission, following orders from the General Sarano. They storm a building and kill Bryce Novak. Ishii investigates the computer and discovers that Novak was innocent. Sarano is using they to kill innocent people. Gray gets angry and threatens the general. Much to the team's dismay, since Gray acts on impulse without consulting anyone first. As they leave the office, a scary and crying little girl is there. Ishii calms her down, and then soldier appears. In the middle of the gunfire, one of the soldiers points his gun at Ishii, but Gray jumps in front of him to take the bullet. Gray wakes up back in the present, with his ship crashed on an unknown planet where locals are attacking them, and Gray and Rel set out to find a battery for Doc to use in the machine and try to save Ishii. Along the way, Gray finds a glove that shoots a lasso, which one of the General Sarano soldiers was wearing before he died. Gray picks it up along with the battery. Upon returning to our crashed ship, Gray gives the battery to Doc, who, while trying to save Ishii, is killed by an attacker. Rel and Gray are also struck down. After Gray wakes up, he sees Rel lying on the ground being attacked by invaders, and after the invaders think Rel is dead and turn their attention to Gray, Rel grabs an explosive barrel and tells Gray to shoot. Thus, Rel sacrifices himself to save Gray. Gray wakes up. Ishii, who now has part of his body replaced by robotic components and struggles to keep his human side in control, attacks Gray and gets angry at Gray for causing everyone's death. However, Grey Glove display a communication between Trishka and Sarano, and both unaware that they are listening, reveal their location. With Trishka location in hand, their mission is now to go to her and use her to reach Sarano so they can escape this planet and Grey can redeem himself by saving Ishii. However, Gray still seeks revenge against the General Sarano. When they arrive at Trishka location, she agrees to help them, even though Ishii is still torn between his human and robotic sides. Trishka doesn't seem very trustworthy either, but for now, the trio heads toward the General Sarano. In a moment of distraction, Trishka tries to run away. Ishii notices and threatens her if she doesn't cooperate. Later, as they are moving forward, part of the structure collapses on Trishka, knocking her unconscious. Ishii says we no longer need her, but Gray wants to help her. Ishii then goes ahead alone and threatens Gray if he tries to kill the General Sarano, since leaving the General alive is the only way to get out of this planet. Gray goes to check on Trishka after Ishii leaves him, but Trishka is awake. Gray tells her half-truths saying that Sarano ordered the deaths of many innocent people, including political rivals and reporters. It is then revealed that Novak, an innocent man who Sarano ordered Gray and his team to kill, was Trishka's father. However, Gray does not reveal that he was the one who killed him, only that he uncovered the general's dirty secrets. Trishka treats him if that he's saying is a lie. Remember the flashback at the beginning with the Dead Echo killing Bryce Novak? Trishka was the little girl standing outside the office. She is Trishka Novak, Bryce Novak's daughter. Gray and Trishka runs into Ishii along the way, and after a while they arrive at the General Sarano's location. Ishii saves the general, and everyone starts arguing. In the middle of it, Trishka threatens Sarano to get the truth out of him. Gray also threatens Sarano, but Ishii threatens Gray, saying that Gray must keep his promise not to kill the general to make up for what Gray did to him and his squad. The general explained that a DNA bomb will detonate in 2 hours, wiping out all life on their planet, and that his rescue team will arrive in 3 hours. Trishka confirms that this is true. After that, the general catches Trishka off guard and pushes her off the building. We don't know if she survived. Gray, Ishii, and the general continue on. Later on, Gray and Ishii end up alone at one point along the way, and Ishii says that Gray didn't attack Sarano's ship out of revenge, but because of all the innocent people Sarano made them kill. Ishii says he follows Gray of his own free will and will stick with him until the end. When they arrive at Ulysses, the general's crashed ship, he instructed Gray and Ishii to disarm the bomb. However, he actually tricks them into activating it, and Sarano escapes. Gray and Ishii try to escape but are unsuccessful until Trishka appears and saves them. Now the three of them head towards Sarano. When they get at the General Sarano, Gray tells Trishka the truth, that he killed Trishka's father, Bryce Novak, because he was manipulated by the General Sarano. Sarano, in an unexpected move, uses his glove to control Ishii and attack Trishka, who is knocked unconscious. Sarano controls Ishii to attack Gray also, but Ishii manages to break free and attack Sarano, who shoots him. Sarano goes after Gray, and when he fires, Ishii jumps in front of him and takes the shots. Sarano tries to shoot Gray again, but runs out ammunition. Gray attacks the general, who ends up impaled on thorns. Gray goes to Trishka and she forgives him, knowing that Sarano manipulated him. However, Sarano, crawling and nearly dead, orders a squad to attack them, and Gray and Trishka are ejected from the ship. Now, Gray and Trishka run back to the ship, searching for an escape pod to leave the planet before the bomb explodes. Both manage to reach the capsule, so Gray and Trishka escape and the planet is destroyed. In a post-credit scene, an audio clip is played of General Sarano recovering from the injuries, and it appears that Ishii has survived as well, though a sequel of the game has never been made to date. This was the story of Grayson Hunt and the game Bulletstorm. I'd love to see a sequel to this game. Let me know what you thought in the comments. If you were already familiar with this game, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. Here on the channel, I share my experience in games I really enjoy, like Bulletstorm. See you in the next video.
That was a shitty time.
Left every friend I had down there. And you got every reason in the world to want me dead, Trishka.
I'm your friend, Gray. You're absolved, Hunt. Like I said, I know what Sarano did. I got to see him for the twisted-up psychopath he is. I know it wasn't your fault, Gray. I'm not just saying that.
You're wrong. Whole damn thing's my fault.
I'd have been out for Serrano's blood too if I were you. He used you to kill good people.
Rel, Oliver, Ishii. They all died following my mission. They're on me.
So they followed you to make sure the man who shit on their lives got a mouthful himself.
And I let him get away.
So, what are you gonna do about it?